a few things. Hi, everyone. She completely, what's the word? You flatter me? No, it's something else. It's like, oh, I think you like made it seem like I'm better than I am. That's what you said. But, yeah, that's my rage laugh. Okay. I'm going to start with a character that I wrote, an original character. It's going to be fun or not, but we'll see. I'm going to take this off, but don't worry, I have shorts underneath. So, it's fine. Okay. Cool. Okay. Hi. I'm Haley from Healthy with Haley. Welcome to my channel. A lot of you have been DMing me about how I get my fit bod. And I just want to say that I am committed. I am committed to all of you and to my bod. Unlike my parents who had commitment issues. Okay. So you want to start with a light set of weights. I don't have them here, but just pretend. And also a yoga mat. And you want your feet to be hip width apart, okay? And just make sure that they're like close enough, but also like separated enough, kind of like my parents. And but just make sure that they're close enough to have like joint custody. Okay, cool. And then just do 10 squats. Okay. 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, great. Okay, next step, don't forget that abs are made in the kitchen. So you want to make sure that you have a healthy diet. So you have a carrot and a celery stick, and sometimes these things don't get along. Sometimes they shove themselves down your throat, kind of like my parents. But it's cool because they really just want the best for you, okay? And they're good for eyesight. Okay, great. Throw that aside. All right, and the next step, you get your dumbbells. And you just want to start punching because you don't want to neglect those arms. Okay. All right. Okay. Kevin, are you still going to see that secretary that you screwed me over for? Yeah, Michaela, actually I am, because she at least has a supple body, unlike you. Yeah, well, Kevin, I'm going to take Haley for Christmas, okay? No, I'm taking her for Christmas. Get out of my way! Okay. And now you want to finish off with Happy Baby. Despite all of that, I was still a really, really happy baby. Thanks, everyone. That's it. Is that it? Okay. Thanks. That was a work in progress. That's a new character. Thanks so much. Yeah, childhood trauma, right? I don't have any of that. Do any of you? Cool. So I'm just gonna dive right in because I've got some adult trauma. I lost my dad last year. I know. Really hard. Actually, I did my first salon here 2 days after I lost him. But I'm fine. I'm fine. Like I'm really fine. Like I know when people say that they're fine and they're actually spiraling out of control, but I'm good. I'm good. Show of hands. Who here has lost a parent or is a member of the Dead Dad Club? Great. Well, I'm not alone. A follow-up question though. Who here was left with the entire estate in a complete utter disaster because their parent did not have anything together? No? And just me? Okay, great. Well, I am still great. And I forgot my next point of my, yeah. So, no, I was just kind of like hanging out on the pavement, just crying and drinking. And, you know, before you say I have a drinking problem, I'll say it first. I was having a really hard time and I sought some validation in some unhealthy places, you know, looking for validation in all the wrong places, right? And I see, are there any kids here? No, but there are people who have kids, maybe some other people too. And I gotta be honest, you guys are a little weird sometimes about like
handling more adult things. You're like, it's like your kids are there. You're like, oh, I gotta not laugh at this because it's a little too not PG, right? So I'm gonna make it all simple for everyone so no one's weird. I did a lot of playing with Lincoln Logs. Legos. Does that make sense? Okay, great. Seeking love in all the wrong places, exactly. But you know what, it's fine. So I decided to write this new character based on if I were a professor, okay? Great. Oh, you know what? Just kidding. I forgot. I have something else I want to do first. All right, so what I was just gonna say about the Lincoln Logs thing, I feel like I'm Phoebe from Friends when she's singing that song about the children, or to the children, about adult things, and she's trying to be cool about it, right? So she's like, oh, well, you know, I love Lincoln Logs and Hasbro and toys and you know, and I love to play with fun things. I love playing with toys, Lincoln Logs and Legos. Just remember to have fun and don't stop until you're done. Oh, thank you. And then Rachel comes in, she's like, Phoebes, no, I don't think we should be talking about this at this kind of event. No, I think we gotta take it outside. We're gonna get some more drinks and you guys are so great. You're so great. But you know what? We could stop by Joshua's apartment, and we could go on the way and get some stuff on the way to work. And then Monica's like, come on, let's go. And then Janice is like, oh my God, let's get going, right? And then we all go out, and then that's that. Cool. All right. Well, on this note of like these fun things, I'm just gonna do some more impressions because that's All right. So Sex and the City. Actually, I have a story about this. I was recently at a bar and I was talking to the bartender, and I was like, you know, I do a lot of Sex and the City videos. And he was like, that's really cool. I don't care. And I was like, no, I'm really popular. Like, I go viral on TikTok. Like, Taylor G, by the way, that's my handle. And he was like, okay, well, are you a Miranda? And I was like, oh, absolutely not. Okay, no. Okay, thanks. No, I'll take another drink. And he's like, yeah, you're a Miranda. I'm like, no, I'm a Carrie, obviously. I mean, or a Charlotte. I guess I'm kind of a Charlotte. My therapist told me today I was a Charlotte, and I was like, what? But I am. And he was like, okay, every girl thinks they're a Charlotte. And I'm like, no, I really am. I'm like, come on. No, every girl thinks they're a Carrie. And I'm like, no, I'm really not. And I'm like, come on. No, I just wanted a Cosmo. Can't you just make a Cosmo? I even wore my Gucci to get a smoochie. And then Samantha's like, oh, honey, I'll take a tall, stiff one and make it up. And then Charlotte comes in and she's like, oh, no, I'm fine. No, I'm good. You have fun. Yeah, and then that's the end of Sex and the City. And then I'm gonna do a couple more just to close it out. Should I do another character or just impressions? I don't know. I'm gonna do audience choice. Yeah. Audience choice. I'm gonna do a character because this is a salon, and I'm gonna try it out, and it might not work, but it's fine. Okay. Okay.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Archaeology 101. I am your professor, Griselda Taunton, and but you may call me Gracie. Okay. Okay, great. Okay. So we're going to start with ancient Greece and ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia. We're going to do some deep digging, digging deep into what it is. All right. So as you can see, Okay, as you can see here, this is a mummy from ancient Egypt. You can see here on the jaw line, the material is cracking because he had quite a strong jaw. So that is wonder what he did with it. Okay. Well, next up is my next page. Next up, we have the original mortar and pestle. Now, this does anyone have a? Okay. All right. The original mortar and pestle here is actually originated in ancient Greece, and it was made to grind up herbs and other things and get to the spot. Okay. Next up, we've got over here. We've got. Does anyone have a rock that I could just cool myself? We've got the screwdriver here, and this was actually originated in ancient Rome, and this was used by Julius Caesar himself, and it was used to kind of, obviously build things, but at the same time also to screw deeply into hard to reach places. So this is all right. Well, class, this is all of you should find a textbook, Love and Other Digging Exploits. It's my autobiography. I've got plenty of. I once had an affair in the Colosseum. And it's in that book. So, all right. I think it's time for second period. Everyone, just have a wonderful class.
Thank you again so much. She's a lot of fun to do. Oh, good. I'm glad that went over. That was my first time doing it. Yay! Great. So, also, I'm just going to end with a couple more impressions and then we're done. Okay. Mini Driver. Anyone a fan of Mini Driver here? Okay, cool. If you're not, you're going to be. I'm going to make you be. Okay. Oh, no. No, stop. Stop, no, don't go, don't leave this place, no, I didn't know that, no, it's not your fault, Will, no, it's not your fault, just stay with me, stay. I could go really into that. And then I'm going to close it out with some Mrs. Maisel. All right, so I've been having a wonderful time doing some stand-up for you. Everyone's a beautiful audience. You've all been a terrific audience. I'm Mrs. Maisel. Thank you and good night.